It is about to get hot in the US. We have a hurricane that could be on the way here soon, making its way towards the Americas. We'll discuss that in just a second. And there's also a risk of severe weather today, encompassing a very large area, including Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota. And then this will be going on for at least another couple of days, as we do have some shortwave troughs and other action that are causing severe weather to be imminent. So let's go through your 7-day forecast. This is Mesocapt Weather Association. First, we'll start off with a hurricane right before we look at the models. And right now has a 30% chance of developing within the next 7 days. Not a whole lot happening over here, just some very sparse thunderstorms. But this has some models indicate that this could form somewhere around here. So it's too early to tell exactly what's going to happen, but if you like and subscribe, we will always keep you updated on what this disturbance will be doing, and we'll look at the models in just a minute. Over here in the continental United States, we do have 2 storms over here. This one's producing a severe thunderstorm warning in North Dakota, and we have some other storms all the way in all sorts of areas that could be impacting the U.S. Let's talk about it. So, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of severe weather encompassing Montana and North Dakota, with a very large marginal risk going all the way down there into Colorado. There's no tornado risk with this, but they do have outlined a 15% hail and wind risk, and I wouldn't be surprised to see 15% hail risk be more there to the right, but basically anywhere within this 5%. We'll see a possibility of wind and hail. It'll be very isolated as well, so there'll be scattered storms all over the place. Let's look at it. Here is the HRRR model, and right here, stretching from New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming, we just have tons and tons of thunderstorms. It's like 30 or so thunderstorms, and it'll just be tracking to the northeast. And some of them do have helicity streaks because there is a little bit of shear in this environment, which could aid in supercellular type storms. And if there can be supercells that form, we could see some severe weather like wind and hail, and very, very small chance of an isolated tornado. As we can see right in this area, it has the environment primed for more of that supercellular type nature, which aids in tornado formation. And up here in North Dakota and on the border of Montana and North Dakota could see some severe storms as well. So just lots and lots of storms overall encompassing different areas. If we look at a different model, this is the NOM-NEST. It's showing a lot more severe storms with more of that rotating aspect to it all the way there from Canada, North Dakota, parts of South Dakota along with Montana. So tons of supercellular type storms. If we go back down there closer to the south with Colorado, just the same thing. Lots of thunderstorms, possibility of 1 or 2 becoming supercellular and producing wind and hail before it tapers off and doesn't do a whole lot. Here's our GEFS ensemble, but ensemble number 8 right here, we do have a hurricane forming. Ensemble 7 is also showing a very similar pattern. Ensemble 1 does show a hurricane, but it's making a very, very, very close right turn. So it's way too early to tell whether or not this will become anything that we have to worry about over here in the United States, but we will always be keeping a close eye on that. Like and subscribe to get updates. The Climate Prediction Center has issued a nationwide area of above average temperatures. Over here in Indiana, the Ohio Valley could see temperatures above normal as high as 70%. So basically the entire nation over the next 6 to 10 days will be above average. Over here in Iowa, we will be seeing above average temperatures as soon as tomorrow. And highs up here will be as high as 90. Let's take a look at the high temperatures. On Friday, over here encompassing Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, all the way up there into North Dakota, could see as high as 100 degrees. Over here in Des Moines and Kansas City, 100 degrees. Absolutely insane. And then up here in Wisconsin and Minnesota are seeing a lot lower temperatures. And the lows could be as low as like 70 degrees over in this area, so it's not going to be very pleasant. As we go into Saturday, 103, oh my goodness, over there in Des Moines. South Dakota, all the way down to Texas and Louisiana. Somehow there's higher temperatures expected in Iowa than Texas, which is quite strange. But there will be high pressure building. On Sundays, we can see high still. It's just moving slightly towards the right, encompassing Illinois 100-degree temperature. So this is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is normal, but it's just not very expecting to see very low temperatures, and then all of a sudden we're seeing brutal highs of over 100 degrees all the way far north as Iowa. Over here near Tennessee and Missouri, still 100 degrees, and this is expected to stay for quite some time. I mean, we're looking all the way to September 19th, still doing it, and then finally there towards September 20th, which is a little far out. It is showing the high temperatures just to build there in the south, like Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. This is all happening because look at this very dominant high pressure system right here that will be tracking its way towards the east as time goes on, but we're not really going to see any relief till at least the 18th or 19th, where there does appear to be a very little trough there that could bring some relief, and then things might ramp up after that. There's the CFS, and yeah, we could see some active changes towards the middle and end of September, but for right now we're going to be very brutally high over here in the United States. And as we end this forecast, we have a tropical depression over here off the coast of Mexico that will be making its way up there towards Baja California. So we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully it does not impact the United States in any way. Please check out our sponsors. Wouldn't be making YouTube videos without them. And also, we did live streams on the day where there was a few tornado warnings. Almost nobody was live, if anyone was live at all. So definitely appreciate any of y'all who watch that. Like and subscribe. Make sure you have the bell icon to receive updates of live streams. And that's all I have for you. Have a great day.